Hi everybody, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to Dopey Snail. Today we're going to try something a little new. Marvel's Black Widow has been postponed. Again. The movie was postponed due to the coronavirus and safety concerns, and the fact that just nobody's going to the movies right now. The biggest wide release has been Tenet, which underperformed at the box office compared to past Christopher Nolan movies. And then Disney put out Mulan digitally for like $30 on top of the Disney Plus subscription, and I don't know. I don't know anybody that's seen it. I personally have not. Now, if you were looking forward to Black Widow as much as I was, here are a few movies that you could watch while you wait. Based on what we already know about Black Widow, we're going to try to find some similarities and comparisons with other films and see what we can watch. First, to get it out of the way, Black Widow does take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so if that's what you want, all you want is another MCU movie, you can virtually watch any MCU film. There's like 20-something of them. If that's what you're looking for, just watch any other MCU film. Okay, now that that's out of the way, if what you want to see from Black Widow is a female-led comic book movie, Captain Marvel is the obvious choice if you want to stay in the MCU. Or you can turn over to DC, where they have Wonder Woman. She fights in World War I. It's awesome. And a couple others that I wouldn't recommend, such as Catwoman and Elektra. I definitely recommend Birds of Prey. It's probably my favorite DCEU movie. DC Extended Universe, is that still a thing? I think they might have scrapped that. Birds of Prey is rated R. It's a great ensemble cast. Margot Robbie plays Harley Quinn. Those are two female-led comic book movies you can watch while you wait. Okay, so Black Widow, as we know, was a Russian spy. So let's see what we can find in the spy Russian genre. We can talk about Angelina Jolie starring in Salt. Jennifer Lawrence was in Red Sparrow, but my recommendation has to be Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde. She plays an MI6 agent sent to Berlin during the Cold War. It's an underrated gem that you have to watch. The music's great, the editing's great, cinematography's all dark and gloomy. That's my recommendation if you want a spy espionage type movie. So Black Widow probably wouldn't be getting its own film if it wasn't for its star, Scarlett Johansson. Now Scarlett Johansson has a vast amount of work we can go through. I can go dramatic with Lost in Translation, Marriage Story, Jojo Rabbit, which are all great. I recommend all those. I can even go funny with Rough Night or Sing. If you haven't seen Sing, she plays Porcupine. You should watch Sing. It's fun. But we're trying to fill our Black Widow void here. So let's discuss two. Scarlett Johansson's first comic book movie, that's right, I brought comic book movies back in, was Ghost World. She just graduated from high school. Two devious friends. You know what? If you haven't heard of Ghost World, go in blind. You'll probably have a good time. It's definitely a different, fun kind of movie. But if you want another thriller, another action-packed movie, the obvious choice is Lucy. She plays a woman who turns the table on her captors and transforms into a merciless, evolving warrior. Not scientifically accurate, but it definitely is a fun, action-packed movie. And finally, what is any film without its director? Black Widow was... And finally, what is any film without its director? Black Widow is directed by the indie film director Kate Shortland. Well, I guess she's not really an indie director anymore because, well, she's directing a Marvel movie. Now, Kate Shortland has 3 movies under her belt, and they all have generally positive reviews, and they all have a strong female lead. I'm going to talk about all 3 real quick because they're all really different. Her first movie was Somersault. It's a coming-of-age semi-love story. Then she made Lore, a story about a young girl and her siblings living in Germany towards the end of World War II. She followed that up with Berlin Syndrome. A passionate holiday romance leads to an obsessive relationship, and it gets scary. Yeah, it's a pretty scary movie that's also really realistic, which makes it even more terrifying. But as I said, the connecting thread in all of these is a strong female lead, which is what we're hopefully going to eventually get with Black Widow. So there you have it. There's some recommendations to hold you over until Black Widow eventually makes its way into theaters. Let me know what you thought of these suggestions. Do you have any more? I would love to hear in the comments below. Also, let me know if you would like more of these short lists like this. I'm a big fan of going to the movies, and with them all being, with there being less and less wide releases, I've just been watching more stuff from home. I mean, I do have a small collection of stuff that I do watch, so. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, where we have more reviews, games, and shorts. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again.